Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 71, A Day Late. Sorry folks, power outage yesterday and it just threw everything off for the whole day. So, but I wanted to still get in here and visit with you because you guys had such amazing comments of support for me, just seeming like I was back to normal and as whatever normal would be for me. And I don't know how to say this. So I look forward to visiting with you every week as much as my response and how I hear back that some of you look forward to my videos every week. So I've said that to Daylene, my friend from So Grateful, her Flosstube channel, that I enjoy my time with you guys, even though like right now I'm sitting here just recording and talking to my phone. But I truly feel like I'm visiting with my friends, and if I don't do that, I miss you because you do interact with me, and I look forward to that. So it's not one-sided for me at all. Not at all. And what am I talking about here? If you are new to this channel and you stumbled upon me by accident, this is a channel about cross stitch. That's where I come to you every week and talk about what I've done, a little bit of life updates and whatnot. So if you are new, welcome. I hope you like what you see. And if you're my returning friends, thank you for a visit, even if it's a day late. So I am going to do things a little out of order this time. I received a card in the mail and from Nicole, and that's all I'm going to say. Now, inside there was a couple DMCs, thank you, and there was an angel card. I'm going to share the angel card at a different time because what I want to share with you is the card. And I know with my lighting you can't read, so what I would like to read, I'm not going to read her sentiment that she wrote to me, but the card itself. Not every day has to be a strong day. Some days it's okay to just be. Sending warm thoughts and an extra bit of hope your way today. This is perfect, and it's so it's so perfect. I have to have this lesson at times because I always feel like I have to be on my game. And this is me. This is not, I mean, I have bad days, but normally I get up and go and I greet my day and I just go. But to have just a day, and I'm not even saying a bad day, but just a day, is something I cannot always resonate with. So this card was just perfect. It was just perfect. So I can't even say anything more than that. It's perfect. Thank you so much. I love it. So, and I will share this maybe next week so that I can, I don't know, just keep giving my positive stuff. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. A little other update. We are into February, and so at the end of this I will talk about plans somewhat, but I want to give you a little touch of like my opinion on Valentine's. Not opinion, it was never really a special-ish day. I was single for so long before I met my husband. I definitely am somebody that got married later on in life, and Valentine's Day for me when I was younger was just kind of and even since I've gotten married, we never do something crazy. I mean, my husband always gets me my chocolate covered strawberries, and that's about it. I mean, we don't even always do the cards, and that's fine. I'm not, here's where I'm going with this. Opie, stop. For whatever reason, this season, I am viewing Valentine's Day a little different, and I know why, so I'm going to try to get some Valentine's stitching in. But the reason is, it's because of my parents. So I want to honor this day probably for the rest of my life. And it's not in regards to Valentine's Day, quote unquote, as what it's known for. But my parents met at a Valentine's Day dance in the 8th grade. So this day was always very special to them. And I'm going to take that forward because it's a season where I can just, how do I say that? Like, feel, I don't know, have a connection, not connection. I don't know what I'm trying to say to you, but I hope I'm coming across. But my opinion about Valentine's Day is not all mushy as much anymore, or as much as it's a memory from, because of that Valentine's Day dance, my parents' life evolved to what it was, and I want to honor that. So I'm going to try to get a few stitching of Valentine stitching in. I have a couple that I've purchased in the past. Hands-on design. Kathy usually always does something-ish free because this is an anniversary for her too. So we'll see what I come up with for this month. Okay, one more announcement and then we're gonna get into stitching. The last announcement is, I've mentioned it in the past, but embroidery.com on Facebook has a challenge for the entire month of February called hashtag I love to stitch 2021. You're allowed to miss like 4 days, so we're only a couple days in. So if you want to jump in, jump in. Basically, you commit to stitching 30 minutes a day, and you post a picture, and at the end, if you've met all the obligations, you get a needle minder. So something fun, and I already stitched 30 minutes a day, and the group is fun to see other projects. So join in if you hear this in enough time to get signed up. All right, enough stitching. I have a finish. I'm calling it a finish even though I'm struggling with it being a finish, and I'll show you what I mean. It is my Impossible Odds piece. I refer to it as the Obama piece, but finished. I started it on Inauguration Day and I finished it on the 30th, so a 10-day stretch. And this is by the Whistle Stop Stitcher. You can Google that and it'll come up, and she's got a link to a free Google Drive to where some of her stitching is free. I stitched this on an 18, did I say that already? 18 count that I dyed with a tan and a brownish to make it this marbly color. I used some specialty threads. I don't know that you really care, but just in case you do. Gast, Freedom, and Black Crow. Cupid is a classic Colorworks, and a DMC 3865. The reason I say all finished-ish is that right in here, and you can kind of see because I butched it a few times, it's supposed to say Obama, and I really want it to say Obama, but this is an Ada, and it's not, it looks horrible every time I stitch it. So I'm gonna keep fiddling with it a little bit before I just like throw in the towel and not do it. But I love the piece. I just really wish I could get it to say Obama. Actually, it's supposed to say Barack Obama, and since I have so much problems, I was just trying to get it to just say Obama. But I really want it to say that. So we'll see if I can get that done. All right, my weekly stitching. Let's do this. Every single day I stitch on, hopefully this does not fall. Every single day I stitch on Winter Queen by Mirabilia. A little bit of glare, sorry. It's stitched on a 28 count Lugana called Morning Mist by Color and Cotton. You are gonna freak when you see how far I've gotten on this, because I am. Look, I love it. I finally was getting in some blues. It's coming along. I love it, love it, love it. So I gotta get better about knowing where I was and where I am. I don't know, I just don't like keep track of it per se. I don't know. Sorry, folks. My next one is my Hade, and it is the Heaven and Earth Magic Study. This is so beautiful. And I am loving stitching on this. This is where I'm at. Right there, right there. This is like not even 1%, but I'm getting there. So this is on a 25 count easy grid that I'm doing 1 thread 1/1. So, but look, I love it, I love it. And when you do the whole far back, I love it. It's fun, it's fun. My next one is the group that I talked about on Facebook, 1 Thread a Night, I think that's what it's called. I honestly don't know, and I think I say this every time, if I would ever work on this. This was my test to see if I could do a Hade, and it was a bad test because it's not easy grid. I did it on 25 count Lugana that I dyed, but this is where I'm at. I promise you the next time you see it, you're gonna see something besides purple. I am done, except for that little part, with all the purple, so then I'll be bringing in different colors. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I am a border stitcher, so I like to get my borders to connect, and I don't even always think about it or plan it. I just gravitate toward that, and that's kind of what just happened. So yeah. My next one is Hello Dear, which I told you over and over I'm just trying to get it done, and I have made some changes, so be ready for this. Hello Dear. I got the top of the tree done. See? I got the reindeer done, and here's what I'm doing. Changes. The reindeer does not look like he's supposed to. He looks more like a deer in my neck of the woods, for lack of better terms. Even the color, I did not like the color. The color that this reindeer, or this deer was the color of the squirrel. And it was just like, ugh. I see deer almost every single night when I leave work. at my factory, we have a gated off, we call it the compound. We have a gated off compound that they keep us in. But we have deer that are within that compound, and we actually feed them. They are spoiled and nobody can come in and hunt them. They literally, if you get the right one, they'll come and eat right out of your hand. So they love the carrots, the apples. We even have nuggets that are designed for these animals. So very spoiled. Stop blocks are everywhere. This is not per management. This is through the love of the workers, and that's just what we do. Okay, another change I'm making to this is, and you can't see it very well, and hopefully it'll come out. If not, I don't even care. Do you see the snow right there? I gotta fill it in, but it was designed standing on grass, and in my neck of the woods, it's snow. So my winter usually is associated with snow, so I'm putting snow down now. On the other side of the tree is supposed to be a stack of baskets, and I'm making it a snowman. So we will see. Hopefully that is a finish when I come at you next. So, kind of, but not really. Mary 25 fell in the last time. I missed it by a day, and then I recorded and I realized I missed it by a day, so I wanted to do my Christmas stitching. So this is RETMX. I said that wrong. I said it too fast, but RETM, not X. See, that's where the X came from. Reindeer Xmas. This is the charts that's messed up. As I've told you, the color key doesn't match with the picture, so I have to like be very vigilant with it. But I'm gonna show you what I got done first and then show you how much of the piece is progressed. So these little motifs, these little stars for lack of better words, are the piece that I have worked on for this season, for this month. And this is where I'm at. So there's another, like, I don't know, triangle-ish thing, and then it starts across the top. So very happy with it, and that's my piece just to do the 25th of every month is what that piece is all about. The next one, I am jumping on the bandwagon of Julie from Kansas City in a Colorado world, and when there is a snow day, I've got a special piece that I pull out and stitch, and I really want to get this done. I started on Valentine's last year, so hopefully this season we'll see it as a finish, but this is the Baby It's Cold Outside. That Leanne from Lost in Floss had a stitch along, and then it rejuvenated when she passed away. So I am using the blue conversion from My Life with Miss Sassy, and Miss Sassy, if you see my videos, I know you used to watch sometimes, but girl, I missed you. I missed your social postings. I just hope you're okay. I reached out to you. Nobody's heard from you in so long. You've not posted, and I truly and sincerely worry about you. This is where I am, and I really just started working on more of the roof and kind of outlining. You really can't see it right now because I don't have the fill in, but just trying to get the placement of the house / barn or whatever you call it in place. So then I can start filling it in. So happy with that. And that's it. I'm looking at my notes. That's why I look down. That's it. That's all my stitching for the week. I do want to talk to you about plans and a couple other things in the process. So I know a bunch of people jump off at haul. I really have such a tiny bit of haul. One, to tell you that my custom order from Be Stitch Me finally came in, but I have already dispersed it. You'll see it when I stitch on it. I'll point it out. This, thanks to Amy from Sprinklestein Stitcher. She reached out to me and she said, go to this place right now before I do something that I shouldn't. And this is what she found me on Stash Unloading. Yes, I paid more for it than I probably normally would have. I told my husband I was therapy purchasing this week, so it's a full kit, and I'm super excited. I'm not exactly sure when I'll get it started because it really wasn't on my plans, but thank you, Amy, for reaching out and indulging me to get busy and find it. So my next one is just a real quick one, and then I'm done with haul, I promise, is from Pumpkin Creek Prem, her special little gift bags. I'm taking that to work and eating it for sugar tonight. And I reached out to her because I knew I wanted all 12 of these. I'm not stitching them this year. I am stitching them next year probably. You know, I usually have like something I focus on every month. This year already feels off because of some order problems, but whatever. And we're into February, so I'm not gonna flip through all these, but she carries the little stitcher on her site, and she had all these, and then she had to get probably a couple of them in for me But it's a bird for each month, so it doesn't say January, but that's the January bird so that I can put it out. I love changing my stuff like that every single month around here, and this lets me do it without having the word February in every single room 12 times. I have it literally 3 times in my house already. Oh well. All right, one of the custom orders that I was waiting for from Be Stitch Me, and this is stitching related, so I hope you stuck around because I am so excited about my plans. All right, this is my fabric, and it's called Tree Hugger from Be Stitch Me. 32 count. I've already cut it to a size, okay? Very, very pretty. This piece is for my Owl Forest embroidery. My plan to take place of my flag from last year was to stitch 2 owls a month. That has gotten way-sided or way-worded or whatever word I'm supposed to say here because I didn't get that in time. But, I mean, I think I'm going to play catch-up. I think I'll be fine because this was intended for, they did this like in 18 releases or something. 18 weeks they had it done. Anyway, here's the problem, but I figured it out. So it's an oops. It is Owl Forest embroidery is oops, but I don't want to deal with the logistics, and it took a long time ago. So the Owl Forest came out, and I wanted the threads that went with this. So I ordered them from Russia. Only tiny bits, not really a problem. The order was like got to me in no time, but since I didn't have the fabric, I just shoved it to the side and was like, oh, the fibers are here. Awesome. Fabric came in. Fibers get out. They're not the right fibers. They're flosses, whatever you want to call them. They're not right. So I get this out. I can't read any of that. Can you read any of that? It was stressing me out. The only thing I took away from that was, I didn't take nothing away from that. This is all not in my language, which you guys know that I sound like a silly girl now. I don't even know how I kind of think, oh, the packing order is how I think I kind of figured it out. So that meant nothing. But the packing order said something in it. It said, I'm trying to hide my thing. When I finally looked at the packing order, it said, do you see that? It says for Handcraft Fair. They didn't send me the pack for the 100 owls. They sent me the pack for the Handicraft Fair piece. But I ordered it so long ago, I just wasn't going to deal with the hassle. So I made lemonade out of lemons. I went through, I got my DMC thing out, and I figured out what ones of that pack could still be used in accordance with, like, you know, these are some of the specialty ones, and then I grabbed some of mine, and I'm gonna make this work, and it will be beautiful still. I'll never know the difference because I didn't have the right pack. It'll be fine. Lemonade out of lemons. Lemonade out of lemons. Perfect, I got that. So all of that to say, hopefully I get that started here really soon. All right, another restart. Do you notice something that's missing? Listen, folks, I reached out. You guys tried to help. It drove me bananas that the white lettering did not show up on this when it hung on the wall. Okay? I'm over it. I ripped it off. And then I thought, I'm just going to start ripping them out. And then I was like, I'm over it. I'm not going to sit and rip it. It literally took me 5 days-ish at a couple hours a day to stitch this piece. How many days would it take me to rip that out? Not doing it. Look at this. I picked a different one. I'm going to start, I'm going to do my first ever restitch. See the color difference? Not only am I doing that, again, with My Life with Miss Sassy, I love you. She has a color conversion that's a blue, and I'm using her color conversion to pull that off. So I will be stitching that. I'm not like on some crazy deadline for that because winter will be over in no time, blah, blah, blah. So just something, I knew that would drive me nuts for my decorations for the rest of my life when I changed it out. So I fixed it, or I'm gonna fix it. 2 more things on plans, 2 more things. WhipGo got called. I'm sure you heard that on every single person's floss tube. So you already know the numbers that were pulled, but I'm gonna tell you what my projects are. Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitchy. This is kitted up and been ready to go. I put it on my WhipGo that I would stitch on it for 5 days. I am stitching on an 18 count Ada Silk Weavers solo die. And I have all the specialty threads for that, so that will get started. And like I said, it has a 5-day goal. My second one is a stitch along that got put to the wayside because it was kind of annoying me and I just don't want to quit on it, but I think that, I don't know, hopefully I'm gonna keep going on it for 5 more days and see if I have any change of heart in it. This is the, oh my gosh, what is it? Tempting Tangles, Enjoy Sunshine Stitch Along. It's not even done yet. I mean, like, it's not done releasing. Anyway, I'm doing this on a 22 count lemon from Stitch Me, and I bought the dinky dies for it, and I love the coloring. It's just, sometimes, I don't know if it's the way it's being released. These motifs, it'll probably all come together at the end, but right now it's not. But the words were released and I like what it says, so 5 days. 5 days on that, and we'll see how that comes, and that's my whip goal. And that is my stuff, peeps. That is my plans. That is what's going on. I hope you guys are doing wonderful and staying safe. I know that storm was wicked that came through. I don't even know why we had our power outage. It was not due to the storm. It had to be possibly slick road conditions and somebody, because it was, it made no sense. The storm was Saturday. Monday, nope, the storm was Saturday into Sunday. Tuesday's when we lost power, so makes no sense. But anyway, I wanted to still come see you. Like I said, I love you guys, and I want to visit with you. For whoever's sticking around, you know how much I love you, I hope. But I'm going to get off of here, so I'm just going to wish you love. So keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.